right, guys, we are officially here. One of my favorite clients, man, hands down, one of my favorite clients. My guy Lakeem made some major changes. So through the whole process, man, definitely just a blessing overall. Just getting to know who he is and getting to know more about him and helping him through his journey. But from you, man, I want to hear what was your biggest struggle at the beginning of the journey, and how has that changed for you now?
It's a really interesting question. Like, for one, it really is about overcoming yourself, man. Like, finding like the positives, like even when you're down, like mentally down, emotionally down. Everyone has their own reason for, wanting to improve. And for me, it was, I got tired. Like, all this shit that was going on in my life, shit wasn't going right for me. Like, shit was hard at my job, relationship problems. It's finding the positives. That's not the hardest. It's literally the hardest thing. Finding the small positives. Like waking up and giving yourself a reason to do shit. Like, I would say that's the most difficult thing like a lot of us men find to do. Like, yeah, you can feel good about, earning money. Like, I make decent bread, but still, you gotta find the positives, man. You gotta be happy to be alive. You gotta be happy to do what you do and pursue something greater. That's the thing too. It's about pursuing something like greater than yourself and, improving yourself.
No, absolutely, man. You hit it right on the head, man. That's beautiful answer. Like, what results did you get from the 180 method? Like, physically, mentally, what did you get from the whole program?
I would say, like, honestly, I just got my whole life back. I know it's a vague, it's a very like big, ambiguous like answer, but like the 180 method, like where you just kind of like reflect and count your blessings every day. Like, waking up, doing my push-ups, drinking my water, make sure I'm hydrated. It adds up. Like, everything adds up. You feel yourself getting stronger. Like, you feel yourself getting more confident and then keeping your promises too. That's one thing that we don't really take into consideration. Like, we tell ourselves we're going to do something. How many times? Yeah, it's just that it's like when I saw your YouTube video, like that ad, it's like, hey man, like, the reason why you lack confidence is because you can't keep the promises to yourself. And that was something that resonated with me, because I used to tell, my ex shorty or whatever, like, yeah, I'll get up and go to the gym, I'll work out with you, and I would just like sit my ass down and not do shit and just sit there, just kind of like self-loathing, like, damn, I'll do it tomorrow. Like, then tomorrow comes, damn, I'll do it tomorrow. Or I'll do it next week. I keep setting it aside and I just don't even believe myself anymore. So it's not even worth me like wanting to put forth the effort. But at the same time, it's like you want to do something. So you're just kind of like stuck in that cycle. I want to do something. I want to change something, but I'm not putting forth the effort to make those incremental changes. And I see a lot of people like every day, a lot of my homeboys like every day, not throwing them under the bus or anything. Like, they spin their same wheel. Like, I need to do this more, and the time comes and you just don't do it more, they're just doing something else. So breaking out of that cycle and being able to like actually achieve things and accomplish things throughout the day, like, there's longevity in that. Like, just like you'll be able to accomplish a lot more. You'll be a lot more productive. Like, I just feel good, bro. That's all I gotta say. I just feel good. Like, knowing that today I'm gonna take care of this, and then I accomplish that, and it's like, damn, what more can I do? And that's the good thing about it. It's like, what more can you do? There's a lot more you can do throughout the day. The more productive you become, and the more successful you can become too. So,
No,
I think it's very valuable. It's been very valuable.
No, absolutely, man. And we talked about, man, I always say, like, those small changes or those small things will compound over time.
Yeah.
And like, we don't realize how much time actually passes when we, like you said, spin that wheel, or we get caught in those bad habits. You look up and majority of your life can pass away just from, you know what I'm saying, just procrastinating or waiting on making the change or changing those habits. So next question, with your busy lifestyle, how has the plan fit in your lifestyle, and how do you think it's different from other fitness programs?
I mean, it's something that you could easily do. I don't want to say that someone's too busy, if that makes sense. Like, if you wake up early enough, like, everything is still asleep. So it's not like you can't, take a few minutes out of your day. If you like to pray, if you like to do your Bible devotional or something like that. That was something I've been doing. Now I wake up early enough, I'll read a Bible verse, I'll do a devotional, I'll do some push-ups. I still have some time, and then I even found the time to make breakfast. And this is before before I even need to hit the traffic to head to work. So I was wasting some time, and at this point, I could just literally watch a couple of YouTube videos. I wouldn't recommend that. Recommend watching reels, because then you use up too much of the free time that you have. But
No, fact.
yeah, like I wouldn't say that is something that isn't. You aren't able to integrate into your life. Like, you can find the time to do so, especially like workout. You can work out. Like, let's say if you work overnight, and I know you'll be exhausted or whatever. It's a mentality too. You gotta be able to overcome like your tiredness and do what you gotta do, man. Like, once you start doing that, and once you start realizing that, yeah, I'm the man, I can do this shit, then you'll start to be more proactive, and you'll start taking like your workouts more seriously. You start preparing for it more, and I say everything is gonna fall into place after that.
All right. So, what would you say to a man that's thinking about like becoming his best self and starting this whole journey for himself?
I say do it, bro. Like do it. Man, woman, dog, cat. Yeah, just do it. Like, there's something valuable in having some degree of control over your life, and having some degree of control over your perspective overall. Because, like I said, life is always going to be challenging. And you need to be prepared to handle those challenges. You won't be able to be prepared for every single challenge that comes your way, but if your mentality is like robust and your foundation is robust, you won't really be able to, be rocked that hard. And then there'll be some times you'll fall on your ass for real, but you have something to refer back to. You still have a template to refer back to be able to get yourself back up and then get your, lock in and do what you need to do. And then it'll feel better once you get over that hurdle. It'll get better when you are able to get over the insurmountable wall. You'll become a better version of yourself every single day. You are never like the same person that you were the other day. You're always becoming a new person. So
No.
I say, like, just do it for yourself. It's not even just for, just looking good, like, physically. It's just good for your mindset, man. Like, you'll be able to have a more, like, conducive life. You'll be able to take care of the people you want to take care of, most importantly, yourself, too. So,
Yeah, absolutely, man. I always tell people it's bigger, like you just said, it's way bigger than just looking good or feeling good, man. It's about taking control of your life and building those habits so you do have an easier life, or when those obstacles or adversity does come, you're well prepared. So, I mean, that embodies the program to the T, honestly, bro. Last but not least, last question, man. If you had 3 words to describe the 180 method, what would you say those 3 words would be?
lock in, bro.
It's time, man. That's true. I like that. I say, man, you could wait, like you said, you could waste so much time just letting the days go by, man. And being in the program, starting small and letting those things compound, you'll be surprised where you end up over the course of 90 days or 120 days. So, absolutely, bro. Now, achievement-wise, I'll ask this last question. Achievement-wise, what have you achieved personally in the program?
So I was able to renew my certs, man. And trust me, I held off on doing that. It was like so close to the deadline. My deadline was like February 16th or 12th or something. It was cutting pretty close. But I meant, like, while I was doing the 180 method, I was like, yeah, I need to take care of this. This is something I need to take care of. This is important. This is my career. I need to take care of this. And once I took care of that, like, everything else was just gravy. Like, I just felt so comfortable. Like, I don't know. It's like being able to tackle that big obstacle. That's a big obstacle too. Like, just renewing your certifications and having to retake the exams and prepare for that. Like, it's a big deal. So I took copious amounts of time, like, while balancing, diet, exercise, and it never really felt like too overwhelming. I'm not gonna say that there aren't days where it's like, dang, this is a lot, but yeah, like, just taking care of that, and then also like my body too. I gotta throw my body in there.
It's only right. No shirts this summer, man. You already know it.
I gotta throw it in there, man. Fastest changes. Like I didn't even think it was possible. I've worked out before too. That's the crazy thing. I've worked out before too, and I haven't seen changes that quick. Like real talk. So I'm like, okay, like I was doing something wrong. Would you put me on like that? I'm like, okay, I mess with this. I mess with this. It's very challenging, and then you can just see I'm like, hold on, like why am I changing so fast? Like I don't want people to think I'm taking steroids or some shit like that. Like, hey, I can really have you right for real though. Like these results are like they're top tier, man. They're top tier. It's authentic. Is what you put in it too. You have to take your diet seriously as well. I understand. You want to eat Fruity Pebbles or Toast Crunch. That shit is good. Don't get me wrong, but it's like when you really want it and you put all of the effort to it, it will happen. Like it has no choice but to happen. Even if you fail, it has no choice but to happen if you keep pushing.
No, absolutely, man. Well, man, those are all the questions I have for you, man. Completely killed the program. You got an 8-pack now. This man got a whole 8-pack. I gotta compete. I'm like, man, I need to go do some abs, man. But like always, man, you already know you have a friend in me for life, bro. I appreciate you for trusting me with your program for sure. And
I really appreciate you, dog. Like that's one thing that I tell you all the time is like it felt like you saved my life for real. I know I wasn't in imminent danger per se, but it's like I could have been far worse like these past couple of months. Like probably far worse. Like mentally and probably my life. I probably could have been jobless and houseless or something like that. I know it'd be extreme, but but it's like when you find something that invigorates you and that pushes you to be better, and it's just like positive too. So if it's like you want to delve into the Bible or you want to get better at a skill, I spun my wheels trying to figure out how to be like locked in or more focused, because my mind would be all over the place. I get distracted very easily. I feel like a lot of us do too, and a lot of us have like really bad habits, such as kind of like scrolling Instagram reels, or just like bullshitting, or people game. They might game for longer periods of time than they don't need to, and just lack the discipline to hop off it and do something like a little bit more productive. But it has given me like the confidence to just be able to do practically anything that I need to do, like for myself, or if I'm taking care of a family, do for my family. It's just good overall. It's conducive. So I highly recommend it.
absolutely, bro. And I feel like every man deserves that feeling. Like every man deserves that feeling. No, absolutely. But man, I appreciate you, man. I'll let you get to it for the rest of your day. As always, like you already know, bro, we locked in, man. But whatever you need, man, always, I got your back, brother.